Well, I am an atheist, and
Congratulations.
I'm about 6.5 years sober. So,
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Thank you. And I go to AA meetings almost on a daily basis.
Okay.
And here, I'm sure you see where the problem with this is going.
Yeah.
It's all God. Second, third step is all came to believe in a higher power and turn your will and your life over. And for the last 6.5 years, people on a daily basis, almost on a daily basis, have been telling me, I'm not going to stay sober and I'm not going to change my life unless I have a higher power. And it's funny because
What?
I know.
Well,
I agree, though.
Some people
that,
have a different sense of humor.
Right.
Sorry.
I agree that, that there are powers greater than myself. The judge was, the cop that arrested me was, but I don't need to believe in a spiritual entity and pray on a daily basis and say the serenity prayer and, the Lord's Prayer after every meeting, and,
Lord's Prayer.
And I just wanted to see what you guys' perspective on it was.
Agree.
Yeah. I mean, really largely, while any excuse to be off and be sober, I'm happy with, there are excuses that are detrimental in the long run. And I think that if you are telling yourself that you are powerless, that you are weak or that you can't be able to achieve something, why the hell is that a good thing? I just see nothing beneficial. The fact is you're sober and you did it yourself, Matt. Rock on.
Right.
I mean that is fantastic, and that people have the ability to do that is fantastic. Now, there are some people who really do have very low self-esteem and
And telling them that they're worthless and powerless and that they'll never be able to do anything without a higher mystical power doesn't help.
Yeah. No, that's
So one of us has to be a downer, and you're all smiley right now, so.
That's all right. Good cop, bad cop. I like it. So while
You know you're guilty.
I want to see us build a more robust system for people to be able to seek sobriety in a secular way.
Well, and if I may interrupt you for a second,
of course.
Did you hear about the, there's a case going on in Cleveland through federal court that it was a lawyer actually, got busted with DUIs and stuff, and the judge, told him that, or sentenced him that he's got to go to, 3 or 4 AA meetings, and he's got to go through, a rehab program and stuff like that. And he's, as an atheist, he's like, are there any secular options? And the judge kind of was going against that right now, saying that it has to be a 12-step program and stuff like that. So it actually is going through federal courts right now through the circuit up here. And we're hoping that it's going to kind of set some kind of a precedence to, that it doesn't have to be a 12-step or something like that, that there are secular options.
Do you have a name of the, do you know the case name? I can Google it, but.
I don't. I'm really, I just saw it in the news. And,
no worries.
And it's funny, actually, one of my close friends is a Lutheran pastor, and he's the one that brought it up to him, in a meeting, and we talked about it a little bit. Huh. That meeting got real heated.
Yeah.
So I guess quick question for you. It sounds like you know a whole lot more about this subject than Jamie and I do. In your research, have you found any resources that you would like to share with people who might be in a position of needing to seek sobriety?
Well, the only thing that, there's a couple, especially in the Cleveland area, there's a couple of Buddhist temples in Cleveland, and as much as I am an atheist, I appreciate some of the moral pathways of Buddhism and stuff, and there's a Buddhism recovery road, and I thought that's pretty cool. But there's actually a program around here called Smart Recovery. It's a cognitive behavioral change instead of the spiritual malady that, they always talk about. And I think it's like smartrecovery.net or smartrecovery.org or .com or something.
All right.
And it is a good program. I've been to it a couple of times, and there is no prayer and God and stuff like that.
So I'd actually like to offer another resource. It's 184 I Doubt It. It's the Recovering from Religion's hotline project where you can call and get in touch with a peer support network that's absolutely free. And they have an exhaustive database of places all over, well, it's spread out outside the United States.
All over the world.
Yeah, all over the world, where people are able to not just get in touch with secular communities or just having somebody to talk to, but also moving into the secular therapy project, therapists and other medical resources that you can avail yourself of. And all you have to do is call. So if you or anybody that's listening is struggling with that, or just needs somebody to talk to in general, I cannot suggest enough calling 184 I Doubt It. It's the Recovering from Religion Foundation. They're amazing. And if you are listening as someone who has the time to donate, to volunteer, check out volunteering, because I know that they can always use more people. And I'm speaking low, and I'm going to get in trouble for that.
And that's,
I'm
I
telling Vern on
appreciate
you.
you bringing that up.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys bringing that up, because it's like, one of the things that I always struggle with is, I did get rid of most of the people in my life. So pretty much everybody I know is all, in the programs and in the rooms and all that, so I don't have too many secular or atheist people that I know.
Give it a call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do that.
There's this call-in show on Sundays that you can call if you want to find some secular people, and they've got some places online. The show is called, I think, Talk Heathen.
No, those guys are assholes. Don't
Well,
check
there's
them out.
some good people in the chat, right? Just humor them. One of them's super pretentious. The other one's got curly hair. You'd say,
So check us out. You can always reach out to us, mail@talkheathen.com. You can find us Reddit, r/talkheathen. You can get in touch with Jamie on Instagram at...
I'm on Instagram, Jamie the Heathen.
You can find me on Instagram at Eric the Heathen. You can find him on Twitter at...
Tweeter.
Tweeter.
At reason_evidence. You can find me on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook.
Talk Heathen.
You can find Eric on Twitter.
At Dirty Heathen.
Yeah,
I've got nothing going.
Tweet him right now.
Going on right now.
The first
There's nothing
100
there.
people to tweet at Eric.
Whatever you say is on you, man. And Jimmy's gone.
Will give me $1.